Two teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway.
Fields this way up at the 17.
The Ravens take over first down again at their own 27-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Well, this defense for the Giants, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's into the hands of Crochet. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30.
Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And some room to run now. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Jones. And he whips
Tips that one incomplete there.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
3.5 to go, first quarter. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver. Part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Prochet on the return.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From just shy of midfield, Jackson, throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. To throw is Jackson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. We're scoreless after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running left, it's Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
The Giants at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
19 tight. 19 tiger. 19 tiger.
Now Taylor on 1st down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
60 average. 60 average. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Now Taylor. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go. 1918. Hey, check that. Back to 60. 39 Broncos.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And they'll get this down to the 10. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
After watching that play result, it took me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and we asked him, so how you plan to move the ball against this defense?
He didn't really tip his hand, did he?
No, he didn't. I think it's because he really didn't have an answer. He wasn't quite sure how he was going to get it done, and that play showed us exactly why he was worried.
Yeah, this #1 defense, they can put that on their highlight reel. They have been able to stop the run all season long. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Gano's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Good footwork at the 30. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares, because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there, having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Into a sea of defenders, unintercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Taylor. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. He's got room at the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Let's go now.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd.
19 right. 18 rather. Check, match.
Taylor will throw. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout now. They probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Looking like these. Panther 11. 18, Pioneer. Warrior 70.
Now it's Taylor. It's caught. Beckham. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
16 average. 19.
To throw is Taylor. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, True more balance when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down. Taylor, and he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Third and long, it's Taylor. He's got Akins, the tight end.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run it again with Barkley. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Up the middle with Barkley.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Seventy rings, trap 50, trap 19 Wyatt. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Buying time to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
Barkley, inside handoff. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. A run between the tackles with Breida. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Go street. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here's Taylor. Steps away to his left.
Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Real quick.
He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They'll go again with Dobbins. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Jackson from the shotgun. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Jackson. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Running right through him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Taylor. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Williams to return. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these 2 sides. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And
And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Here's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Jackson. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The situation changes a bit now. First and goal from back at the 10. Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, we could have had our shutout.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 74 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down. They'll go to Barkley again. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game. Charles, in these lower scoring games, you know better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football